Who is this book for, the Metflex Diet? Who is it for?
The Metflex Diet is for everyone. It is a program that says to people that your metabolism is likely stuck, which means that it's not able to burn both fuel sources. Two major fuel sources are carbs and fats. And unfortunately, some of us can only burn one or the other. And so the Metflex Diet is a 6-week program that says you are going to retrain your body to be able to burn whatever fuel source you see. So if you sit down to a meal that has lots of fat, you can burn it. If you sit down to a meal like pasta or pizza with lots of carbs, you can burn it. And that's why the program is for everyone. It kind of retrains your body. It unsticks your metabolism.
Okay, so it's a 6-week process that we're going through with this. What happens after the 6 weeks? I know people wonder.
Yes. So the idea behind almost all of my books is to give people a blueprint of how to live. I don't want you staying on a diet per se for the rest of your life.
Okay.
I want you to learn the principles. And then the idea is to put the book away and then go ahead and eat and live. And now, hopefully, you have changed your choices. You understand how to make better decisions, not perfect decisions, but better decisions. And therefore, you're not on a diet anymore.
So you've written many books. What would you say is different about this book?
I think this book is different because the concept is very different. The metabolic flexibility is something I had never even heard of. And the idea that you can kind of oscillate between carb heavy days and fat heavy days. I've never been a big proponent of eating fat because I'm actually not a proponent of long-term keto. I don't believe in it. I don't think it's a healthy way or a sustainable way to eat. But short-term keto, which is what this is, cyclical keto, in and out of it, I think is very different. I think this is what makes this book very different from the others that I've written.
How do we get to this point of our metabolism being stuck, if you will? What happens?
Yeah, that's a great question, by the way. We're not sure why people end up having a stuck metabolism. We think that people tend to not have a varied diet, which means you're only seeing certain types of macronutrients, okay? So you kind of, you get accustomed to what you're seeing. Some people say, I'm not gonna eat carbs. That's the worst thing to do because your body, for lack of a better term, becomes out of practice in being able to burn carbs. So when you do see carbs, your body does not respond in the way that you want it to or it should. And so this program says, we are going to reintroduce you to carbs and fats in a way that allows you to learn how to burn them very efficiently and to help you lose weight at the same time.
What does the food look like for this plan? Because whenever we see diet, people think, okay, punishment. What does the food choice look like?
You can have pizza, you can have burgers, you can have pasta, you can have steak, you can have regular pancakes, you can have regular food. It's not always what you eat, it's how you eat it. And so the way the program is built is you're going to have keto days and you're going to have carb loading days. So you oscillate between eating keto type of meals and then eating carb friendly meals. And so you're gonna eat regular food that you see and that you probably already enjoy, but you're not gonna have pasta every day. You're not gonna have steak every day. It's certain days you're gonna have these types of foods.
Now I imagine before publishing this, naturally you've tested it, tried it, had people try it. What have you seen?
So I took 1,000 people before it published. The average weight loss was up to 20 pounds in 6 weeks, which is a tremendous number. But beyond the weight loss, people also experienced lowering their blood pressure, lowering their blood sugar levels, their cholesterol levels. So there were a lot of we call them NSVs, non-scale victories. And people also had improved energy.
What started you on this journey when it comes to dieting and health? I think I've talked to you about fasting and intermittent fasting. What started this for you?
I got here by accident. As you know, sometimes you don't know God's plan until it actually happens, right? And so here I was, a columnist for Time magazine in New York City. And I was writing this column, in what we call in the back of the book, the back of the magazine. And I was writing about different health issues. And no matter what I wrote about, people would send me emails about weight loss. So what happened was, finally I said, well, there's something here. People are really confused and, you know, pun intended, they're hungry for real information about losing weight and improving their metabolism. And so I felt like in order for me to do a service to my readers, I need to find these answers. And that kind of took me in the path of understanding nutrition and weight loss, things that doctors, by the way, were never trained in. But I just felt like it was my mission to figure this out and to give this information to my readers.